sometimes incidentally, of American citizens. And there's two issues always involved with this, in addition to the trade-off between national security and privacy rights. One is, whatever the administration in charge is, we have to have some trust that they're going to operate within the proper constraints. But the second is, we've created some constraints which are intended to have an aggressive and assertive advocacy on behalf of the privacy side of the equation. And one of those was the Privacy and Civil Liberties Oversight Board, which, as you know, is an intelligence watchdog that's charged with monitoring government compliance with the procedural safeguards on the surveillance activities. That was terminated, as you know, by President Trump. And in May of 2025, shortly after Mr. Patel became FBI director, he shuttered the Office of Internal Auditing, which was, you know, was the unit responsible for overseeing the government's compliance with their surveillance rules. Ms. Scottine, how does that help create public confidence that when 702 is used, it is going to be for the purpose of national security protection, and it's being done in a way that's consistent with privacy rights that all Americans enjoy?
It's a real concern. As I was saying before, we don't have any data on implementation of statutory safeguards in 2025. The fact that the Privacy and Civil Liberties Oversight Board was gutted, the fact that the Office of Internal Audits was disbanded, does not give a lot of confidence that the oversight provisions of RISAA, for example, are being robustly enforced.
You know, Mr. Baker, I appreciate the work you've done on 702 over the course of your career, but as a strong proponent of 702 for the reasons you've outlined, are you a proponent of getting rid of PCLOB and also the internal function that was disbanded by Mr. Patel?
No, I'm a believer that proper bureaucratic incentives are likely to be a better protection of civil liberties than a warrant requirement. We had a warrant requirement on FISA when Carter Page was inappropriately surveilled, and 4 different judges on the FISA court said, yeah, fine. So a warrant requirement doesn't necessarily protect civil liberties, and good bureaucratic controls can.
So in your view, was the PCLOB something that was helpful to protect privacy rights?
They wrote an excellent report before they lost their majority that is really the best piece of work on 702 that's been done.
Well, that's an incredible endorsement, Mr. Chairman. And did it make sense for Mr. Patel to shutter the Office of Internal Auditing to achieve your goal of a good 702?
I don't know the details of that, but I would support any mechanism that does a careful job of evaluating people's justifications for the searches that they do.
Well, thank you, because it seems like we're taking a step backwards. I mean, I wrestle with this question of the warrant requirement because there is incidental collection of Americans. And I know many of my colleagues across the aisle are strong proponents of protecting civil liberties. So when you have a couple of offices that are strong in the moment advocates for the balance, it's disappointing to me that those would be disbanded.